As managers, we really want our people to respect us. And one of the things that we tend to do is we try to play the friend. It's not unusual, and it's really not a bad thing to try to be friendly or considerate to the people that we're working with. But most of them aren't really looking for the friend, and as most managers know, it puts you in an awkward position with them to have this kind of weird personal relationship, but then I'm also their friend. Then you've got also the extreme opposite of that, which are people who say, I won't be friendly with my people at all. I separate those worlds. I separate business and personal. And then your people feel like, gosh, I sure wish they were personal once in a while. So how can we be both friendly and personal with people, but yet also professional? I like to use a system that I call shepherding. And I'm borrowing some of this from the famous book, Way of the Shepherd by Dr. Kevin Leman. It's a very short read, and I suggest you check it out if any of this interests you. Basically, what he came up with were a couple of key steps you can do with your people every single day, which allows you to be personal, it allows you to be around them, available, and considerate to them without necessarily having to be everybody's best friend. All you really have to do every single day is allow yourself some time, and I suggest you do this in the morning, to basically do a visit, a shepherd. You check on the sheep. I say that respectfully, but you do check on your sheep every single morning when you go out to work. So you walk into the office and don't beeline for the door. I know you got an important thing to do. If you're going to do that, stop at a coffee shop on the way in and knock out that quick email or whatever you need to do. When you walk in as a leader or manager, be available right away, even if you're running late. You walk up to that person that you first see, you say hello, you ask them how they're doing, you ask them how yesterday was. Try to get a success out of them. Don't just make it personal. Hey, how's your relationship at home, or how's your dog doing? Those things are fine, but try to keep it professional. Ask them things like, how's the day been? Has this been a stressful week? Why? Is there any way I can be a resource for you? Just always go around and check them routinely, not once in a while, because then it's going to be like, oh, the Admiral's on deck. Everyone's going to pop to attention. You want to do it regularly, routinely. Two things really come of this. Number one, all that empathy you're pouring into your people are going to make them feel safe. And number two, because it's routine and expected, people aren't going to be hunting you down all the time. They're going to know they're going to see you. They're going to wait to tell you certain things for that special engagement you have every day. I would suggest you spend probably just 2 or 3 minutes with people walking around every day. During that time, you don't have to offer any solutions. If someone has an issue that you find while you're shepherding, schedule the time with them to go over that. Don't feel like you need to run around and be the heat-seeking, problem-solving missile. You don't need to do that. You just spend some time and you focus on appreciating the person, not just the task. So if you see Mrs. Smith every single morning and she typically answers the phone, you just walk up and say, hey, Mrs. Smith, it's so good to see you here every single day. Enjoy seeing you every morning. How'd your day go yesterday? Great. What you got planned for today? Oh, that's good to hear. You know what? I really appreciate everything you do. Don't be glib. Don't be false. If you really don't appreciate them at all, that's a different conversation. Appreciate the things that not only actually matter, but that you genuinely notice. Don't be insincere, but appreciate sincerely the things that you see and you value in them. Find something about the person you value. You know, I value how you're always smiling. You know, I value how you're always here on time. Find that thing, and you can never tell them too much. Even if you're telling them the same thing every week, appreciating them on a consistent basis is going to make people not only feel safe, but it's going to make people work harder and produce more results than just minding the store and looking over their shoulder and ensuring when you come around, everyone starts to work.